Aloha, Miracle Fam on the planet Earth. How are we doing? We're doing a little love stream to tune in, to check in, and to do a little sharing. See where everyone is at, offer some support, take a little sit in the forest together. How's that? Yay. Scotty One Love, I tried to tag you, but I think you changed your name on Facebook. So, I had a really great chat today with Starbeing Sandalphon, who has together collaborated to create PureEnergy.love, the amazing radio station. On the web, www.pureenergy.love. Tune in for good vibes, where we are beginning to build a base, a foundation to help support raising the vibration together. And we chatted on this day about the partial solar eclipse that is on its way tomorrow. Not that any of these things are real, but we like to pretend that they are, you know. They affect us from the inside out when we're made of stars and when we are transcending the current star coordinates in our two-strand DNA. So it matters and it doesn't, because here's what I have to say, which is what I always say. We are in blueprints. And I say to people, I say to my clients and my friends, I say, I'm going to show you your blueprint, but you're not your blueprint. And I'm a blueprint buster. Our blueprint is like our vehicle, it's like the car. And so many of us are transcending that car, the car that we've been driving for an extended period in time, time being a key word here, time and space. We are transcending our relationship because we removed ourselves from the bondage of time and space. That's what 2018 was all about. It was quite a year for everyone to face our reflections through and through, miracle by miracle, to perfect our way, to perfect ourselves. That's what the Renaissances are about, and we are in one. The Renaissance is about making art, and we are making art out of ourselves. We are turning ourselves into art through our perfection. So, we graduated from 2018, the intensification of the reflection of everything outside of us, representing where we were at within. And we are at a fresh new start. I don't really like any words that refer to languaging that relates to time, but you know what I'm saying. It's beyond a fresh new start. It's metamorphosis. Would we say to a caterpillar that turning into a butterfly was a fresh new start? I don't think so. I think we would say it was much more than that. Well, that's where we are, much more than that. So, a beloved star being who is working deeply with me on the projects had her birthday the other day, Miss Elawan. Miss Ruthie Joy, who is working with us as well. We took Elawan as a surprise for her birthday to the Butterfly Sanctuary, where we got to get a really good look at the process that is occurring for all of we. So we passed the intensification process. You could say that maybe that intensification of 2018 was kind of like when the caterpillar is going through the final relinquishing in the cocoon and it's turning into plasma. Once it has begun, there is no looking back, and resistance is futile. So, in my wonderful call with beloved star being Sandalphon today, we talked about a specific part of the process called the sixth initiation in the gene keys and in many other processes. And as many people know, and I have done LoveStreams for a while, so I'll just remind everyone how often I refer to this great book, The Gene Keys by Richard Rudd. So the process I'm referring to, the sixth initiation, can be found in the 22nd gene, and this is a very important part to share with everyone. And what I was saying today with Sandalphon is part of what PureEnergy.love and Unity Transmissions and all the pieces we are sharing are about, is that in this New Age modern world, there are very few true teachers, and many gurus have become about something other than teaching. They maybe became more about themselves. So what this came out of transmission in my conversation with Sandalphon today, is possibly what we are requiring more of at this time, is just true teachers showing the way, just clearly showing the initiatic path to the initiates who are deeply in it and perhaps don't know what they're doing or feel confusion or doubt, which are the shadows of the 63rd and the 64th gene. So one of my roles is to help share those initiatic rites that we are going through. But these are not rites like a Masonic temple. We're not doing a secret handshake here. No, no. This is an inside thing. It's called an inside job. It happens to everyone. Doesn't matter which secret society someone belonged to. It's true. Because when those caterpillars turn into monarchs, it happens to the all, not the few. And so it can't be coveted, this process, and we are in the wonderful throes of it now. And when Sandalphon and I were speaking, he was sharing some things about where he was at, and I was saying, this is such an important piece to be sharing with people right now. Because I know for certain when I was going through it in my own process, it was quite challenging and profound, and I didn't have a teacher to tell me what was happening. And so if I can ease the ride for others, it is my joy to do so. And many others, like Richard Rudd, have helped us to determine what is occurring. So I invite people to go to the 22nd gene of grace. My name, Unity Grace, says it on my birth certificate. And grace, I always say that ascension is a textbook process. Textbook. Initiatic, yes, and textbook. And the initiations, once again, do not occur at a secret club. They are initiations that occur within us, just like they occur in all nature that is experiencing metamorphosis, because beyond secret societies and secret handshakes, there's this thing called creation, which supersedes all of it. And it has its own techniques and ways about doing things. Some people call it natural law. I say it's natural alignment with the cymatics of everything. The orchestra, music of the spheres. So, this piece that I am speaking of, it is the piece called communion, when we release our desires, our memories, our fears, everything about our life, and we imbibe at the altar of truth, which puts us on the precipice of graduation, of duality. And then we begin to move through a series of experiences that are accelerations within us, accelerations for the final phases that we go through. There's a phase of overcoming the thought forms that might be stopping you or me. Those thought forms of limitations that begin to arise within us that come at certain times along the way that, like when we're doing a cleanse, may intensify. So there's the thought forms piece that we must pass through by going, yes, I see you, I thank you, I acknowledge you, and I'm in a process. So you'll have to move over thought forms of limitation and disbelief of what is truly happening. Then there is this piece of the sixth initiation. So I brought the book with me to read a part of it, but to short form it, I will say that communion is about that moment when we have really completed our walk within us with two-strand DNA and polarity and duality and the other outside of us and the hologram of good and evil and all those things. It's when we go, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, I feel really whole and complete, and I don't think there's any more rides I want to go on here in Duality Disneyland. So I would like to graduate. How do I go about this? Please show me the way. And that's when the higher self starts to come in and take us seriously. And I will say that it's a journey. A Maori elder who honored me with her presence along the way and called me out of the blue on a special day, shared pieces with me in 2015 and offered me a choice. And I said that I was choosing to get everyone in the canoe, not turn my back on anyone. Let's all go home, all the way together, which of course is the only way. So she said, I honor you in that, and she offered me a very special blessing, which created a sensation of boiling in my blood, which was quite interesting. And she said, all right, sister, welcome to the roller coaster ride. So there's that roller coaster ride part of it, and when things intensify and we are going up and down, the vibration is speeding up. There's one thing to do: collapse the opposites together, the polarities. Hold center, hold stillness in the emotional waters of our body. Be neutral, don't deny. Witness the triggers, acknowledge them, collapse them, go, this is a reflection of me. And when we hold the stillness, which is what 2018 was teaching us to perfect, something immaculate begins to happen, which is a stillness occurs inside that allows us to hear a higher calling, a cymatic upon the waters of our bodies. And from that place, we reside in a lot of stillness, and we may still try to feel as though we are trying to fit in with an old world. And there's kind of this sink or swim feeling of going like, I got 1 foot over here and 1 foot over there, and I don't really know what's up, and I keep trying to fit in with this old world, but it's really not doing it, so I give up on that piece. Now what? And if this love stream is helpful, please share. Please share. Because let's help each other, and let's get to this point. So, the 6th initiation, as I said, it's when all of our dreams and desires we give up, we give them back to source consciousness. It's basically like giving our higher self the reins. We go, okay, I'm down on my knees, I'm invoking grace to assist me. Well, we've been doing this for some time. Yes, we have, for certain. So now in 2019, where possibly is the collective at? Well, I would say that a lot of people are moving towards their 6th initiation, communion, imbibing at the altar. And it's getting a little dark out, so I don't think I'm going to read this piece. I'm just going to share with you what I know about it, which is this. It's very natural to feel blasé, like humdrum, like, okay, source, I've given everything up because you asked me to. Now what? No desires, no inspiration, no dreams. Now what do I do? This is a time of stillness. For the higher self to come through and for that voice to be heard within us. And it's very cool as it starts coming through in a new way, because we are the sacred vessel and we have been preparing ourselves for this wonderful day. Gay way say nay. I don't like the word day as in time, so I like to add a lot of things that rhyme to the word day when I say it, just for fun. Let's be poets. We are artistic and creative. Yes, we are. So the 6th initiation, you may find yourself going, wow, I just don't really feel any excitement in life anymore. I'm not sure what it's about. Why am I here? Well, that could be a good time when we're here for a higher purpose and for many higher things that are coming through. My roommate was waving at me. We will have a little visit with the unicorns, where there's more light in the tiny home. There we are. Unicorns are looking out the window and they're very excited that we've come to join them. So, the thing about the 6th initiation is that we may discover that we feel a bit confused. And that's okay if you do, because something more exciting is coming through. Deep listening, deep stillness, deep navigation. We no longer have to fit into that old worlds of duality, and it's coded in our genes. The 60th gene in particular. Excuse me, there's someone knocking at the tiny home door. Maybe it's Santa Claus. Let's see. I'm going to take my book with me. Hello. It's creation calling in the forest. It does call. If you find that nothing seems to serve any longer and make you feel alive in the old reality, that's okay, because the more of us that come into alignment with this, the more the higher selves will say what our new role is. And that is what is coming through now in 2019. We are embodying butterflies. We are coming online. So maintain a high vibration and honor the body temple. Because just like a butterfly, this is our cocoon. And invoke the higher consciousness to come through. Invoke the higher consciousness to show us the way. I say, just fill me with inspiration in every way. I always say to my higher self, all right, let it be fun. Clear and cosmic signals that we are in communication. And I like to be in awe, so make them good, you know. Like that. Play. Because in the sixth initiation, truly, our desires, our memories, our dreams are all given up from the old story of two-strand DNA. And at that point, something beyond our wildest imagination is on the way, like wings. And much of the collective right now is at that turning point. We could call it critical mass. In 2019, when an entirely new directive called the music of the spheres is beginning to ring beauty back into our ears. Maybe a lot of people are noticing their ears are ringing. What is that? It's a cymatic signal coming in, a new song. And it is guiding us to that which is unique to a dualistic brain, to polarity, to brain dominance within ourselves. It is a consciousness that we are experiencing when we go into the cocoon. And it cannot be understood by a dualistic mind, and we can play and create together. We are being reorganized into beautiful new patterns like snowflakes coming through. So, trust, patience, high vibration, good food until you realize the food is not outside of you. And everything we do has to do with our vibration and our belief in the miracle, meaning in the moment. What we are eating is the thoughts we are having while we eat. The food isn't real. It's a hologram. Yet something is occurring that is transforming us from inside, and we are bringing it into reality in 2019. So tune into pureenergy.love for good vibes. Tune into Unity Transmissions and the Facebook page. I think there's more LoveStreams on the way after my own little hiatus of 4 months to gestate inside my own cocoon, to receive the coordinates to help guide. And there's lots more fun things to share about what is occurring on the inside. lots to share. So if this video is helpful, please share. We are expanding our social media network. We just set up a Twitter page called Unity One Love. Please join us there for tweets and the sharing of transmissions. And we have some beautiful things to share, like decks of cards that we're working on with transmissions on them, and books of love and things like that. We love. And the sixth initiation, if we only had a teacher to tell us it is okay to no longer feel, to want to engage in an old reality, an old creation, a dinosaur that is complete and on its way out the door. The dinosaur was not outside of us, it was within. And 2019 is where we truly begin to reap the miracle of conception within ourselves of our higher iteration, our higher or our future selves. They're here. Yay! Thank you for tuning in, and if you have the book, The Gene Keys, the sixth initiation in the 29th gene, is where you might want to look to go, oh my God, this all makes sense. I wasn't very interested in things anymore. Oh my goodness. This is it. My higher self is taking back all of my desires and my dreams from two-strand polarized duality DNA so that I can rise up and out into unity consciousness, multi-D, and begin to play as a supernatural, super abundant, free energy being of creation all the way. Yay. Infinite love. Infinite love. Light and aloha. Flight lessons. Well, it started out as Flight Lessons 101, but we're up to like Flight Lessons 22,222. Bless.